We've hit the most pivotal moment. Oh, God. I'll just start the show here.
You're terminated, fucker.
Ooh. Episode 51. Possibly, I guess, the most pivotal clip after the sex scene that Ellie wanted to see.
So badly. And after this, it will be terminated.
It will be.
Aye.
So.
Just to reiterate, her contract has been terminated. Welcome back to Minute Terminator. Hit the music!
Woo.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
I'll be back.
Ethan's been douching again.
We are back.
We are back again.
Right, so we are going from... Oh, God, where are we actually going from? This is a good question. We're going from 1 hour, 38 minutes...
To 1 hour, 40 minutes.
To 1 hour, 40 minutes. So on my graph, what was that say?
Graph? God, you fucking
1 hour, 38, 1 hour, 34...
So we've got Sarah climbing through the metal press.
Away from the Terminator.
Away from the Terminator, and she's making noises like she belongs on a yellow bus.
She
just
the
needs a
vegans
window.
last episode, and now we've lost the spastics.
Oh, give it to the spastics then! Okay, issue 1 with this scene, apart from this fucking microphone that's got a mind of its own. It's like it's possessed. Polter
Try that.
phone.
This microphone is unbelievable.
It is fucked.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to hold it, it's fine. Yeah, so my first issue with this scene, you've got the Terminator crawling through the metal press. Where would his purchase be? Like, how would he have actually climbed along? Because it's metal on metal.
Okay.
And it's smooth as fuck.
Well, that's why he's slow. Because
No,
it's
but-
like slippy.
Slippy. Like your
Yeah.
grasp on speaking. He can't... How would... where's the friction? There is none.
Well, there's probably other things to grab and pull himself along
But
with.
he's not.
I'm-
He's got one fucking
You know
arm.
what shocks me about this scene the most?
What?
Is the fact you've opened a show properly and just started with content at the cliff.
Wow.
Ellie.
There's a first.
This is a...
He's got one arm.
Yeah.
The other arm is missing a hand. He's got no legs.
Right.
How the fuck is he pulling himself along just by, like, putting his hand down and pulling? He's not holding on to anything else. How the fuck is he
Because
moving?
he's got a metal arm pulling him. He's a Terminator. He can do anything. They never give up. That's why they're good public speakers.
But there's not even got fucking fingertips.
Good motivational speaking. Tony Robbins, the Terminator.
Totally.
Right, I'm just going to unhook you for a second here. I'm just going to adjust your mic because this is actually taking the mic.
The microphone.
And we're back. There we go. So
Way!
you're back.
Success.
Success.
Sucks.
This is an important scene. I thought you'd have picked up on this. This is when she actually becomes Sarah Connor. She starts being afraid and goes, "Fuck this Terminator," and she hits the press and kills him.
No, I think she becomes Sarah Connor when she drags Kyle from the burning wreckage of the truck, going, "On your feet, soldier!
It's fair enough.
On your feet!"
But I think she
Where
really
she became all
becomes
militant, I
Sarah
don't
Connor.
know.
See, his body's kind of sliding as he pulls himself along.
But that's what I mean. Like, how would...
I think what would have made this scene better is if she's acting all cocky like, "You're terminated, fucker," and then she reaches and presses the press, and it activates the press that's behind her, and not the one that with the Terminator that's trying to
that
kill her.
would be
She's
amazing.
going, "Oh fuck," and then it just should have cut to black.
And that metal kind of like gridding was quite handy, wasn't it? What
Well-
would that have been for?
well,
Why
I
would that be
imagine-
on a metal press?
Oh yeah, why would you put guardrails along the edges of an industrial press, Ellie? So you can't put your hands in it, you silly sod.
Yeah, but he can get his hand right through it. And he's a fucking Terminator. Actually, look how... Okay, massive fuck up. Look how thin that is.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he get his arm through?
I'll tell you why. Because he breaks through them. They bend.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, again, that's very fucking convenient.
Well, no, it is a Terminator, dude, at the end of the day. The only thing that could have potentially stopped him putting his arm through is when he's trying to wedge his arm through the grating. Him trying to push his arm through would have pushed him back on the slick metal surface of the press and his metal body.
True.
It'd be like a Teflon man
Slippery little bugger.
trying to catch an egg.
Or the greased up naked guy from Family Guy, which you really won't have a clue about who that is. Also, so he's got his arm out, he's out stretching, and he's trying to grab her. Instead of her just sitting there and then fumbling around in the dark as you do in your other podcast.
He doesn't squeeze.
Why doesn't she just slide to the side and then just push the button? She struggles for ages and I'll give him a chance to throttle me to death.
Yeah.
She could have just moved along because he can't actually reach her at this point.
No. In a side note, do you have any chalk in the house?
Why? I've got a bad stomach.
No. I need to draw lines around
Wendy
the
Pops.
podcasting equipment to cut the foam.
I think we've got glitter.
That'll do. A glue pen and some sparklies.
I don't know, Ethan. I'll have a look. I'll see if I've got some chalk lying
If
around.
not, I'll go and buy some first thing tomorrow and I'll just do it then. But yeah, it's good to plan ahead.
Anyway, so another thing I wanted to say about this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Once she's been rescued by... Who would have called the fucking ambulance, by the way? How would they know this would have happened?
Because a tanker truck exploded outside the factory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. See, this is why you're here.
But that's not even movie trivia. That's
questions
just obvious.
and answers. I
don't know. I think James Cameron rarely leaves plot holes. I can't really think of that many in his films where you're
No, I don't know, Ethan.
Well,
Tell me.
In the sense that they don't stretch incredulity. There's nothing unrealistic in the world he creates, in a sense. Like True Lies is a bit cartoony and comic book in its kind of violence and plot. That
And with 1 ton of that key.
What key?
That key.
Battery Aziz. Dinah.
No, Dinah. How long have you been watching Terminator, Harry?
How long have you been a spy, Harry?
It feels like we've been doing this for about 17 years.
Yeah, and you're all raring to go for part 2.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like having a big for everything in my face.
We're so close to the end, it's ridiculous. 8 minutes
The
left.
bit I was saying, when she's put in the she's about to be put in the ambulance. She's in a on that bed thing, and then you see Kyle and they zip him up in the body bag. It makes me think of that last scene in
Fassbender's head.
Prometheus.
Yeah, we saw Prometheus.
The best part of the movie, where he just sits there, just that fucking
Michael Fassbender's decapitated head being
shit-eating
put
grin
in a
on his
duffel
face.
coat. What was Ridley Scott thinking, honestly?
I know, but I honestly think that was the best part of the movie.
What do you think of the film now? Because it's
I thought it was rubbish.
really rubbish.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
In what sense?
The cinematography, some of that stuff was really, really cool. I
It
really
looks
liked
cool.
the holograms that were kind of reenacting what had happened. Yes, the special effects. I thought the actual dude, the remaining guy.
The engineer.
No, the bald guy. What are they?
They're called engineer. Well, in Alien 1, they find the fossilized body of this elephant-looking alien in a chair, don't
Elephant-headed
they?
tranny.
And in Alien, it was called the Space Jockey.
Yeah.
Well, relax. Ridley Scott did Alien. James Cameron did Aliens. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is Terminator, I know. Sorry, listeners. It was called the Space Jockey. I don't know who named it that, but it's basically this creature that was fossilized into a chair. It'd been there for thousands of years, walking around that weird horseshoe-shaped spaceship that H.R. Giger designed. This Joker, Ridley Scott, returns back to the franchise, and does Prometheus, which was started off as actually a prequel to Alien. And then he kind of retooled the script when it's not a sequel to Alien, it's set in the Alien universe on a planet called LV-226. Now, I think in Aliens, the planet is LV-426, which is where they find the alien ship in Alien.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose the implication or the intonation is that one of those engineer ships crashed randomly on another alien planet in that system, LV-426, which is where the Alien films are set. LV-226 is the weapons lab where they create all that kind of like...
You've got so much more knowledge on Alien than you do on Terminator.
I know.
We should have done that.
We should have done the 1 Minute Alien.
And we've got toys.
We do. Well, you know, I just did it for practice, and I thought because the new Terminator film's coming out, it'll put this show on the map. Damn it!
And it will.
It didn't.
Whatever. Our biggest fucking review listen was the review on the trailer for Genesis.
Yeah, strangely.
Indeed.
And we've got a YouTube channel now, so if you want to go to the YouTube channel, anyone,
please
check
do
that out.
go on it,
Check
because
it out,
Ethan puts all his blood, sweat, tears, and semen into those. So.
Well, I do that for everything. I was up till God knows how late. I think Thursday, putting up the next show. Then I had to contact someone at Showmasters.
Did you standardly go to bed at like 5 in the morning?
I know, and then I'm up at 9.
Oh, fucking nuts. How you look the way you do, I don't know.
Well, it's all Scotch tape and hair dye. So anyway, yeah, Ridley
And
Scott
dust blasting.
redesigned the engineers. I think had you done a prequel to Alien and where those aliens came from, if I would have done it, which I don't think you should, because it's a story like the Darth Vader story, the prequels doesn't need to be told. The space jockey story, where the aliens came from, that spaceship did not need to be told. The mystery and whatever you can think of in your head is far greater than anything a filmmaker can ever do.
Mm-hmm.
Were I forced to do it, I'd have got H.R. Giger back to design everything and done some really weird, fucked up, surreal, like Lovecraftian horror film with loads of like weird creatures in and all that weird alien architecture.
That'd have been amazing.
Ridley just took elements of that from the first film and went, oh, that elephant
You should
like
direct, dude. You'd be really good.
that elephant like alien above the egg chamber in Alien 1 in that like gun telescope chair. Oh, by the way, that opens and it's just like a big bald gay bodybuilder inside.
That's the guy I was talking about.
Yeah, like...
I thought he was quite cool though in
Well,
Prometheus.
the idea behind that, if you've seen the Prometheus Blu-ray, is they're meant to look like those like pre-Raphaelite statues, like Michelangelo's David and stuff. So they've got like that Roman nose that's like connects to the forehead, and they've got like those cheruby lips, and they're all like super muscly. They're meant to look like old Renaissance. Is it Renaissance or Roman or Greek statues? And that's where our gods came from, and that's why our gods look like those statues.
That makes me think of Tom from Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just basically
Google that, people. Seriously, Tom from Finland.
Tom of Finland.
Tom.
If you Google,
Thomas from Finland.
If you Google Tom from Finland, you see loads of guys called Tom on Google Image from Facebook, probably.
Probably Tom from MySpace. Do you remember that?
No. What's Tom from MySpace?
Did you never have MySpace?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't really get into the internet till about 2006.
And now you're sponsored by the internet.
Well, you'd hope.
It'd crash if you didn't fucking go on it.
But what did you think of Prometheus? Do you think they ruined they damaged, besmirched the franchise of Alien by making that film?
I just thought that it was, the storyline itself was weak. A lot of the actors in it were just like, the main chick in it, I fucking hated her.
Noomi Rapace.
Oh god, I just wanted to punch her face from the moment I saw her.
I thought you'd like her. She's kind of like a strong female character, lesbian, iconic.
No, she had a really annoying nose.
My problem with Prometheus was,
she's like, oh my god,
none
Tom
of the
Hardy's
actors
dead.
were that likable.
Yeah.
And they all made silly decisions.
Massively.
There was the guy who was like texture mapping or mapping the entire temple or ship they were in, right? And he got lost.
And he's taunting that weird little alien thing.
And the biologist was going, hey, come here, baby. And it's like an unknown species.
They heard the guy...
if you're in the jungle...
Who's the black guy?
Idris Elba.
He's just like, oh my god, there's a blip on the fucking sonar or whatever it is.
Now, why wouldn't they know that? Because he released those scanning pods.
I know. And they get fucking terrified about a blip. Then an actual little fucking alien comes out of this black liquid, and he's like, "Hey, come here, baby, come here. I'm just playing with you." And it's just like the next minute.
Was it the Situation from Jersey Shore?
Oh god,
that would have made it better.
Have you seen Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I saw the entire first season of Jersey Shore.
So did I.
Along with Rock of Ages, because Sophie made me watch it.
Taxi time, t-shirt time, and it's Tan, Jim, and something else. Jim, Tan, and washing or something. I don't know. And grenades. How fucking amazing is that concept? And then you get grenade launchers, who are the really fucking big, fat, ugly ones that you just want to fucking ditch at the end of the night when you want to get your rocks off. The dance floor is like a war.
No, a grenade is when you get two girls back and one's a pig.
Yeah.
And your buddy has to get rid of the pig so the guy can take the hot one.
But then there's the grenade launcher who's really fucking
on a grenade.
fat. Yeah. It's amazing. I fucking love that shit. It's so good.
Yeah, no, Sophie made me watch it.
Oh, I love Jersey Shore. It's the only one that I really like.
Rock of Ages.
Dude, that's in a league of its own. I fucking love that show. If anyone knows where you can get the DVDs for that fucking whole...
Well, you can. eBay, but they're American. You need a region 1 player.
Okay, well, anyone that knows where you can get them in the UK, fucking hook a sister up.
We tried Pirate Bay, which it wasn't on.
Oh my god.
We tried
everywhere.
Kick-Ass Torrents. We tried buying it, and it was an American, so it wouldn't have worked.
So good. So fucking good.
Well, it was on the MTV site or something, wasn't it? No, Hulu. For free. And then they took it off before we got 2 episodes in of the second season.
So good. Just a bunch of dumb fucking strippers fighting over this.
So in
God,
summary,
but that fucking bandana man, do we think he's like bald on top?
Oh, Brett, I think so.
Do you reckon actually he buys bandanas with like hair sewn into the seam and he's actually completely
bald?
bald?
He's got hair. I just think Brett Michaels has got Brett Michaels has got he's got a ridiculous widow's peak here. And I think he does the centre parting thing and combs it right there, so it looks like he's got hair. Then he puts a bandana to secure it. Because they did Saturday Night Live did a skit of it, and she goes to kiss him and touches his headband. He goes no, and like everyone laughed in the audience. So you know what they were getting at.
What's your favourite bit, Ethan? It's the hardest thing I ever had to do. Give me another pass.
Oh.
It's when he says goodbye to Rodeo. He doesn't want her to leave, but she's missing her son.
Missing her son. And he goes, Rodeo, I know what it's like to be missing your son or whatever. You should go. She's like, I was trying to get the sympathy vote. I didn't think you were going to kick me out of the house. And he cries and goes, hey man, it's the hardest thing I've ever done for a long time. Give me another pass.
And then just some young hottie just slips her tongue in his mouth and he's alright again.
That's almost as funny as Man Macked by Goose to me.
Oh no, dude! Man Macked by Goose is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Man Attacked by Goose.
Google it.
Oh my god! I feel like a small part of my stomach collapses every time I see that fucking video. It's so good, so good. Yeah. Anyway, we massively digress. Terminator. Prometheus.
We're gonna make a Prometheus 2.
Oh god.
So you like the engineer? You like the marbly skinned alien dude?
Yeah, they were cool. Like I said, some of the cinematography was pretty sick.
But that they created the aliens was a bit silly, I thought.
The fact that she, like, throughout the whole movie, she's just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, we need to go home, like, fuck this shit. You know, she's watched Tom Hardy, like, fucking...
Discount Tom Hardy, not the real Tom Hardy.
Not the real Tom Hardy. She's watched her boyfriend fucking get burnt alive by Charlize, who I thought didn't actually look that hot in that movie either.
Oh, no.
Well, you know, it happens to all of us, dude.
Does it?
Yes, including you. One day you will actually show that you're older than 27. All right, don't go too far. But
don't spoil it.
And then at the very end, she's got an opportunity to go home, and she's like, "No, I believe I deserve to know. I deserve to know why." And it's just like, as fucking if you do that.
So she gets to their planet. She gets off the horseshoe-shaped ship flown by Michael Fassbinder's head in a duffel bag.
Fassbinder.
And she goes, I want to know why. And then
Michael Fassbinder.
And he just goes and kill her.
It's just fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Sorry, Ridley.
It's shit.
It's shit.
That's what we think of your movie. It's shit. No, yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I'm glad I watched it because I feel like, you know, it's all complete now. I've seen all the Alien movies, even Alien vs. Predator.
I don't consider it part of the canon.
No, but it's a part of the timeline, I guess, kind of.
Not really. It's almost, to me, it's like fan fiction really went, oh, I want to know the aliens came from. And he came out with such a conventional, silly idea.
And also, something else I thought was really shit and really rushed. At the very end, all of a sudden, they go back to the weird fucking bald, white, muscly dude. And then all of a sudden, you see the alien, like, burst out of him. The way that cut to that scene, it was really quick. And it's like, oh shit, we haven't actually linked in how this is going to link to aliens looking the way they do in the obviously the earlier movies, but timeline later movies. I feel that they kind of like panicked and they'd run out of time and they were like, fuck, we need to relate this to the aliens that we know.
Well, you know
love.
what it was? The stuff in those black urns. But one thing I didn't get was like the black
shampoo.
Like, no, those like vase things had like this like black oil DNA, which
Yeah.
like is weaponized DNA. So someone takes it and it changes their DNA and they become a monster of some sort.
That's the weird
And depending on
worm things coming out of that
depending on
dude's
how
eye.
it's delivered into your body, or it goes through another thing. So he has sex with her, and she gives birth to that tentacle alien, which becomes, I guess, the precursor to the face hugger, which puts
It's
something
like tentacle porn, wasn't it?
puts a tentacle in the engineer man, and then the alien breaks out of him. It just seemed like a long-winded way of getting an alien.
It's just shit.
Yeah, and they changed the design of the engineer ships. Like the one in Alien is designed by H.R. Giger, and if you watch the Blu-ray
Oh,
in
it's
Ridley's,
amazing. I've got a book which has all this up.
if you watch the Blu-ray, they changed it to more of an industrial design for that ship, so the creepy surrealness is all gone. Yeah,
And it wasn't scary. That's something I really, really loved about
Well,
the Alien
everyone-
movies.
the
They were
medical-
really scary.
the medical pod scene where she has like the abortion. That's meant to be like worse than the facehugger scene. That was meant to be the modern day facehugger scene,
What? What, where she fucking staples her stomach?
and then runs around and she's fine.
Oh, God. Yeah, she was weak as fuck, man. I didn't like her at all. I didn't like any of them.
Tree said that the only good female role, and he's like, I would take orders from this woman. Is Aliens. I guess he didn't remember Sarah Connor, who's in Terminator, escaping the Terminator as we speak. The end of this scene, Ellie, by the way, we see Kyle zipped into a body bag.
Just like the bit in the end of Prometheus when she zips up that dude's face.
Which has brought us full circle back to where we were.
Oh, God, so funny.
Yeah, there's Kyle
With a proper sheepish grin on his
with a
face.
scene that looks like it's cut from like a Law
He's
and
doing
Order
my
episode
photo
from the 80s.
face.
Yeah, he is.
Totally. He does look quite sexy there, though.
What, dead in a bag?
Yeah. That's hot.
Sexy dead in a bag.
Sexy Dead in a Bag. That's the name of this episode.
Boom.
Boom. I knew you were in the show for a reason.
So that was episode 52, I think.
Oh my God.
I've lost track of all episodes.
52? No, it's 51.
No, we've had 51. We just did 51.
No, we just did 50.
Oh, this is 51,
Oh
yes.
my God.
Last episode was Mr. Burrito. I'm sorry. Tune in tomorrow and we'll have another episode for you of,
And we'll be back.
of the new show we do called
Called Aliens.
Anything But
Sorry,
Terminator.
Terminator. We should do Aliens.
No, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the end of this, to be honest.
Why?
Because I can do an episode about the Terminator toys. We can release the episode with your brother, the first one we did as a test. And to me, Terminator 2,
Is the best movie.
it's the best movie. There's
There's
more
a lot
to
of dialogue as well.
It stands on its own as a film as well as a Terminator film.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find the E-Bounds World video of He Was a Gay Terminator because that's fucking amazing.
Well,
It's
yeah,
so good.
we need Terminator 2 stuff coming up now for the thing. Even though you had a nice preview this week of the original Terminator 2 teaser trailer.
John Nichols, you have to draw Ethan as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you have to draw me as Edward Furlonger. Like the bonding of like father son. That'd be amazing.
You know, this man has a full-time job and a life, and he can't be doing. You know, he like.
We all have full-time jobs.
He was
apart
up
from you,
that
Ethan.
morning till like 4 in the fucking morning. He's
Because he wanted to do it.
He's probably got work.
I'm only
It's-
asking him.
All
I
right.
haven't got a fucking gun to his head.
No, I know, but these
I
people,
will put a gun
people
to your
have
head.
jobs and lives to do. They
I
can't
know,
be
so
running
do I,
around
dude.
Doing
You always-
pictures of us.
You're always fucking having a go at me for not posting enough stuff. I have a 9 to 5
Because
stressful job.
you work on this show and you want to be part of the show.
I know.
I not only am on the show, I have to edit the show. I create the website.
You spend all day in bed on the fucking internet.
I do
No wonder you fucking have to do all this stuff.
I admin on.
Admin.
I do admin on the Terminator page, which you're an admin on as also.
I'm not. I've tried. I checked.
I do the website. I create a video version of this for YouTube.
There isn't a Terminator website. It's unquestionable.
Well, it's a website which requires putting an embedded code in, which puts the
Embed.
video in, which puts the title in. Then I have to put it on SoundCloud. Then I have to put it on YouTube now. I put it on
Have a Blue
Facebook.
Peter badge.
I put it on Twitter. I run this show. And
You run this bitch, and you do it
and
very
then,
fucking
and
well.
then I have to get a freaking train 100 miles to come and do these bloody shows with you, and then do trains to other people to do other podcasts.
This is the path you chose, dude.
I know.
You've made your embed. Lie in it.
Yeah. If anyone out there fancies donating any money to the show, you can do so through the Ethan McKinley Patreon site. It's on the YouTube channel and the website. If you want to donate like £1, You know,
Or even 50p.
tell your friends to donate £1.
Tell your
It
friends
does-
to donate for money.
It does help keep the show going. Well, it will certainly help pay for us to go and see the film. Well, maybe we can get the listeners to pay for us to go and see the film and do a review of it. We are going to do this
Yeah.
review.
Endorse us, motherfuckers.
We need $30. That's all we need. Come on, send some money to Patreon, you fucks. That was episode 51 of the 2 Minute Terminator. The Terminator just got crushed. Linda Hamilton, aka Sarah Connor, made her first and final step into becoming the Sarah Connor that we know in the second one.
She did. She's come on great strides in the last 3
Even though,
days.
to be fair, in the second one you go, fucking hell. This
She
isn't the
aged
same
badly.
character." Yeah. Yes, we will be back.
We will be back.
We will be back.
Hasta la vista.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.